Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's time for another unboxing, and today we're going to be going over May's Mystery Tackle Box Elite. And like always guys, if you like this type of content, please like, comment, subscribe, click on that notification bell so you'll be notified when I come out with new videos. It would really mean a lot to me and I appreciate it. And with that being said, let's roll that intro and dig right into this month's box. Okay guys, we'll start off as usual with the included decal that they send every month. And the bait card with all the prices. I haven't checked these this month to see if they were spot on with their prices, but they usually are. And also the Dibble Digest. And there's actually usually some pretty good useful information in those, and two bait cards for a couple of the baits that they included this month. The Optimum Original Swim Bait. Pretty cool little card. It's got gear recommendations, rod, reel, line, and then on the back of the card kind of telling you the optimum places to use that particular bait. And also have one for the 10,000 fish cycle bait. I'll get into this one when I look at it, but this is one of the ones that I'm really interested in, that bait. So I'm just going to go through these in no particular order. The first one is the Optimum Original Swim Bait. Good looking little bait, I'll have to say. I mean, it's nothing I'd say groundbreaking. It's a 5/8 ounce chameleon color. Nice big paddle tail. Fairly soft plastic. I'm sure it'll be some good action. Fairly heavy for the shallow ponds that I fish, but I mean, I will definitely give it a shot. Then next on the list, really not sure how to pronounce this name, Fish Ooey lures, I'm assuming. I like made in America. I can stand behind that. It's a good looking worm. And one of the things that I noticed that I like, I Texas rig this or maybe use it on a drop shot, but I really like that the tail of this is tapered off. And I mean, this tail will have some insane action. I really like that. Good looking color. Not sure what they're calling this color. It's not on there, but it's kind of like a brownish, got some multicolored glitter in it. But again, that'll be a good little bait. Next, we have the Lunker Hunt Popping Bug. This is an interesting bait. I've got some of these before, not this particular one. Topwater bait. My biggest gripe on these, and I'm sure it's going to be a fish catcher. As you can see, it's got the concave front there for some popping action. I love this color. The only downside to this bait, in my opinion, is they give you a 4/0 hook to rig this bait. So the downside, in my opinion, to this bait is hookup ratio. Me personally, if I was going to use a bait like this, I would rather use a normal popping frog or a bait such as this with the regular frog style 2-prong hook. I'm going to give this an honest try, but in my opinion, I'm going to say that your hookup ratio on this is going to be nowhere near as good as a regular frog. The plastic is fairly soft, so I mean it should. I'm just, and again, this is just personal opinion. I'm not real fond of the baits like this with just the one hook, but we'll see. I'm going to give it an honest try. It might wind up being one of the best baits since sliced bread. Who knows? We'll give it a try. Next, we have a deep diving crankbait, or deep diving for me anyway, the Vexen Deep Thud Series crankbait in bass candy color. Again, that's a good looking crankbait. I really like this color. And yeah, it does have a deep thud to it. And actually, it's got some very sticky, sharp treble hooks on it. There's a couple of ponds, small lakes that I fish that I'll get to use this, but if any of you watched any amount of my videos, you know that I'm usually fishing small farm ponds, small watershed lakes that are fairly shallow. I do fish a couple of larger lakes at some state parks that I could fish with this, but definitely give it a go. Then it looks like we've got a 3-pack of Harmony extra wide gap hooks. I won't get these out of the package. We all know what they look like, but it's a 3-pack, and looks to me like they're the 4/0 size, so that's good. That's basically one of the almost exclusively the size that I use, unless I'm going something super small. Then next we have another crankbait from Strike Pro. This is a little shallow runner. It's an interesting bait. It is 13/16 of an ounce, dives down to about a 1/2 foot. So it's actually more, the way this bill is, this might be more of a wake bait. But it's got a big, beefy body. Olive green top, pearlescent side. So I will definitely get to use this one. And oh, it's definitely got some sticky sharp hooks as well. Then next is the net bait 4 3/4 inch contour worm, Green Pumpkin Magic. This has got to be one of my all-time favorite colors. If I was told that I could only have one color in all of my soft plastics, Green Pumpkin Magic would be it. And this is an interesting little bait. Definitely like it. It's got the a ridged tail here. This would be an excellent little drop shot bait. Then next we have the Kalene's 3.8 inch tickle tail little swim bait in sunny color. And I've already got these out of the package, and I think these are going to be excellent. So what we have here, it's basically just a normal little paddle tail swim bait, and then look at it from the top. That's why they call it the tickle tail. It's got the little appendages that run the length of the bait. So this is a interesting take on a normal little paddle tail swim bait. And I love this color. Kind of a clear belly, brownish top, gold flake. So again, that's going to be a great one. I'll definitely get some use out of it. And then next from Bruiser Baits is a stick bait, watermelon red. And again, I don't know anyone that can't get some good use out of a good stick bait. Nothing much to say about these. Rig these Texas rigged, wacky rigged. That's just something that you can always use. And last on the list is the 10,000 Fish sockle bait. This is one, I'm very interested in trying this one. When it first came out, it's kind of like a different variation of a spinner bait. And I'm very curious about this bait. When it first come out, I was thinking, and this is a prime example of a bait that I would have never bought this. I would have just continued buying just normal spinner baits. But since that I got this in the box, I was curious about it, and now I will try it out. And I've seen a couple of videos on this, underwater footage, but you can see it doesn't have a normal spinnerbait blade. It's 3 rings here, kind of hooked together. And my first thought when I seen it, I was like, why not just get a spinnerbait? But apparently it's doing fairly well. So I will definitely give this one a try. And this is probably the bait in this whole box that I'm looking most forward to trying out. This is a new one for me. And definitely want to give this one a try and see how it does. And with that being said, that's going to wrap it up for this month. That's all the baits. And again, I thought Mystery Tackle Box Elite, this is a very good box. All of the baits in this box will be something that I will be able to use. There was the one deep diving crankbait that only certain situations, places that I go that I can use that, but that's nothing against Mystery Tackle Box. I understand that they've got to make these boxes for a wide variety of anglers. And that being said, I will be able to use it, and everything in this box I'll be able to use. And with that being said, I'd like to tell everyone again, like at the beginning of the video, please, if you like this type of content, like, comment, subscribe, click that notification bell. It really means a lot to me, and I appreciate it. And until next time, guys, get outside and enjoy the great outdoors and keep those lines tight.